they go?
A couple of my men, bar fight. Took me half the night to get them out of the stockade. Happy Mother's Day. That's funny. Katie hadn't picked up her papers.
I know. I haven't seen Katie or the kids since she came by to borrow some milk.
Damn, Cynthia, that was Thursday night.
I know.
Have you called?
Twice, no answer.
Maybe Gary came home and they took a Mother's Day trip.
Without their car?
Why don't you go call that babysitter, that girl? What's her name?
Stacy?
Yeah, see if she knows anything. I'm gonna go check this out.
See anything, Sergeant Hennis?
Yeah. Jana's in her crib. She's a mess.
I haven't seen anybody since I babysat on Tuesday.
I called the sheriff's department.
Jana, it's all right, honey. Poor baby. It'll be all right. Shh, hi there. Yes, it'll be all right, honey.
Hi, folks. I'm Deputy Archer.
I'm Hallis. We live next door. Front door's locked. That baby's in there crying.
Nobody's seen them for days. That's just not Katie.
Let's take a look. See. No, the window's unlocked. I'm going in.
Stacy, you hadn't even talked to Katie by phone?
And I drove by yesterday and the front door was wide open.
Hey, it was locked. I just now tried it.
Watch your head.
Be easy by the bed.
Honey, it's okay. It's okay, honey, yes.
It smells really bad in here. Three bodies. A woman and two children.
In this quiet suburban neighborhood on Summer Hill Road near Fort Bragg, neighbors are stunned and shocked by this tragedy, where the bodies of Katie Eastburn, 31, and her two daughters, Kara, 5, and Erin, 3, were discovered. The youngest daughter, Jana, 18 months, was found in her crib, but otherwise unhurt. The father, Air Force Captain Gary Eastburn, has been away at advanced training school in Alabama for over a month. He has been contacted and is returning home on this tragic Mother's Day.
So far, you found missing this cash box with the petty cash Christmas money, Katie's instant teller bank card, and some personal papers?
It's Jana's first birthday party. Thursday night? I was studying at school. And I had the strongest desire to call Katie. But I didn't. I should never have gone away to school.
Now, I don't want to hear any more talk about this being a Jeffrey McDonald copycat killing.
But, Sheriff, there are definite similarities with the Jeffrey McDonald case.
What have we got?
Okay. First off, the killer stole Katie Eastburn's instant teller card. He may try to use it because the card PIN number was inside the cash box. So that lead is priority one. Next, Mrs. Eastburn ran an ad in the Army Post newspaper to get rid of their dog, Dixie, and somebody came to pick up the dog Tuesday night. The killings were Thursday, so we want to talk to that person. Oh, and we got our first break. We have a witness, a guy named Owen Breck. Says that he saw a man walk down Summerhill Road that night. Breck is with a police sketch artist now. He says the man he saw was well over 6 feet tall, over 200 pounds, blonde with a mustache. He was wearing a black jacket and a ski cap or a military beret. He was driving a white Chevette.
Yeah, that looks like him.
What is that?
Who knows?
After 1:30, they're gonna wake Christina.
Open up, Hennis. It's the sheriff.
Get Dad on the phone right now. Quick. Hurry up.
Bob, it's Angela. I know it's late.
What is this?
They're pounding on the door. I don't know. Something to do.
Timothy Bailey Hennis.
Down there about a dog.
Yeah? I have a warrant for your arrest. I have a search warrant for your home and your car. The charge is rape, 3 counts of homicide. Get him out of here, go.
Sheriffs are here. I don't know what's going on. They're arresting Tim.
Angela, sit tight. Stay with the baby. I'll catch the next plane out.
Oh.
Tim's been arrested.
Wait, what? For what?
A triple murder.
What? Oh, that's crazy. It's a mistake.
One hell of a mistake.
Sheriff, what's the similarity between this and the Jeffrey McDonald killings?
No similarity. The military botched that case. The Cumberland County Sheriff's Department has made an arrest in this triple homicide in less than 4 days.
Do you have a witness?
Yes,
What about physical evidence?
a ton.
Right in here, sir.
Mr. Hennis, I'm Jerry Beaver. This is my associate, Billy Richardson.
Hi, Mr. Richardson.
Good to meet you, sir.
We've only got a minute.
Yeah. Well, thank you for seeing me on such short notice.
Well, your office called, and my partners had a chance to talk during lunch. Frankly, they want no part of your case.
Why not?
Tim Hennis is not going to get bond, not on a rape and triple murder of a woman and her 2 small daughters.
Mr. Hennis, the sheriff has a positive ID from a photo lineup, and a witness puts Tim and his car at the crime scene.
A witness?
Plus, the state's got a whole posse of detectives, prosecutors, crime lab experts, millions of dollars to spend just to kill your son. Nobody wants this case, Mr. Hennis. I'm sorry. We gotta get back to court.
Please, listen to me. I know my son, do you understand? You understand? I know him. His good qualities and the bad. Everything. That boy did not do this crime. I don't care what the witness or the police or the state or the heavenly host says. My son is not guilty. I need help.
Call Timothy Bailey Hennis.
Mr. Hennis, you were charged with 1 count of rape and 3 counts of homicide. Do you understand the charges against you?
Yes, sir.
The court will provide you with a qualified legal counsel. If you...
Excuse me, Your Honor. Good morning. I'm Billy Richardson, Mr. Hennis's father has retained Gerald Beaver and me as counsel for the defense.
You are not getting an open file. Not one thing more than the law requires.
Exactly what does that mean?
Exactly what I said. No favors, no special cooperation.
Suppose you need a favor from us.
I won't ask for it. We're not taking any chances of Hennis getting off because of some of your Butch and Sundance trickery. Either you get specific or you get nothing.
Okay, specifically, we want into the Eastburn house and view the crime scene.
No, not till we're through with it.
Do you have prints?
Yes.
Blood?
Yes.
Sperm?
With their tails intact.
I'm just curious. How'd you happen to get assigned to this case?
I asked for it.
Why?
Because, in all modesty, I am probably the best man in the department for this case. Does that answer it?
That's wonderful. We have a client who Mother Teresa would cheerfully execute, and the Terminator for a prosecutor.
But they got no motive for Hennis.
Smithline will find one. You can count on it. Tim, the simple fact is the state is building one powerful case. And they haven't even begun to link the physical evidence. I mean, when they do. Suppose the prosecutor offers a deal. You plead guilty in exchange for no death penalty.
No deals, okay? I am not pleading guilty to something I didn't do. Jerry, Billy, you got that? All right?
All right.
Got it?
All right.
Finally?
Good. Let's get to work then.
Tim, first, we don't want any more surprises. Now, straight talk. Don't worry about protecting yourself, your ex-girlfriend. Beginning on Thursday, where were you?
Okay, Thursday. I drove Angela and the kid to Selma for Mother's Day to see her folks because I had CQ duty at the post all weekend. I came back that night.
What time?
Around dinner. I got a cheeseburger at the drive-in. I was in a neighborhood, so I stopped by Ellen Browning's. Is that a crime?
Is there some reason why you didn't tell that to us or to the police?
Yeah, it's nobody's business.
Oh, it's everybody's business now, Tim. Okay. What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. No sex. Isn't that what you want to know? I did not have sex with Ellen Browning. I went home around 9 o'clock. There was a call from Mrs. Eastburn.
Wait, that's new, Tim. Why didn't you tell that to anyone?
She wanted to know how the dog Dixie was doing. Is that important?
For one thing, it establishes how late she was alive that night.
Okay. Okay. Then what?
And I went to bed. At 5:30, I was on the post on the morning Friday battalion run. There's about 800 witnesses to that. As far as Ellen Browning, nothing happened. You don't believe me? You ask her.
Tim and I went together for several months before he married Angela. You'd have thought it was the romance of the century, the way police questioned me. What was our sex life like? Was he kinky in bed? Was he aggressive? Did he like rough sex? I mean, it was a joke.
How so?
Tim, he's a cuddler. He's also a gentleman, and he's very, conservative. Understand?
What happened that night?
Tim just showed up out of the blue. He sat there and watched TV while I fixed dinner for my daughter and me. Later, when my daughter did her homework, Tim and I watched Family Ties. How's the marriage going?
How's yours?
We're married 3 months, then he gets shipped to Germany. I love the Army.
Yeah.
Where's Angela?
She's gone again.
Now what's wrong?
Oh, same old, you know, just... it's not real smooth anyway.
I'm sorry, Timmy.
That's all right. I better get going. I gotta go check on that dog.
And then I said goodnight. He left.
And they will be getting back to you, yes. Can you hold, please? Bob and Mrs. Hennis are here. They're waiting in your office.
Thank you.
Sure. Hello, what can I do for you this afternoon?
Around 80. Oh, Mary Lou. This is Tim's attorney, Jerry Beaver.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And
Yes, you too.
Billy Richardson.
My pleasure, ma'am.
Mary Lou just flew in.
Great. Please sit down.
Oh, a little bumpy, thanks.
Okay, here's a certified check for $20,000. That get you started?
That'll do nicely.
And hire an investigator?
We'll put one on today. We got a good man, a real pro.
Good. We'll get another payment to you as soon as the house is sold. Real estate's a little slow right now, but we priced it to sell quick.
We trust you, Mr. Hennis.
Selling your home like that, you must believe in Tim very much.
Yes, yes, we do. We're a very close family. I guess most people say that, but we really are.
How many kids are there?
Just 2 now. Tim's brother Andrew was killed 4 years ago in a motorcycle accident.
I'm very sorry.
So now there's just Tim and his sister Beth. She's living in Colorado. So I guess they're especially precious to us now. You see, all our kids are adopted.
DB Guinness, private eye, can find anything.
Including where to eat anywhere in the Carolinas.
DB, what do you hear? What do you think?
Well, Mr. Hennis, given the scuttlebutt around the courthouse, sheriff's office, and what's in the media, your son is guilty. Or the unluckiest man alive. But, I don't much trust luck, good or bad.
We're gonna divide the work, a 2-prong attack. I'll prepare the legal strategy, and DB and Billy will run their own investigation.
Because of the McDonald copycat angle, Jerry's contacted the forensic expert who broke the fatal vision case, Richard Tasman. He's gonna fly in and examine the crime scene.
If we could ever get in the house, they haven't released it yet. I may have to get a court order.
Man, we gotta get in there somehow.
You will. So, what's DB's first assignment?
Stacy Carrollwood, the babysitter. She's got a fixation on the McDonald case.
So, how'd you get into the Jeffrey McDonald thing?
I did a report on fatal vision and just got hooked.
Hooked?
And I think he's innocent, you know, and I wrote to him, and he wrote me back. He even called me on my birthday.
Yeah?
It's no big deal.
Right.
Now, this is really all so weird.
How so?
Well, like, on the Monday after the murders, I was at the hospital, you know, visiting little Jana, and my friend Dennis picked me up, and no, I think it was Brandon that picked me up. Anyhow, we were riding home, and this blue van followed me. You know, like we circled around the block, and it just kept following, and it was real spooky, you know, and then once at a stoplight, this guy he glared at me, you know. I mean, I don't know, maybe he recognized me or something because my picture was in the paper that day.
Did you get a good look at this guy?
Yeah, I did. He was real freaky, you know, like hippie-like. I mean, I didn't recognize him or anything, but.
Okay. Can you tell me about the strange phone calls at the Eastburns?
Yeah, there were a lot of those phone calls. I mean, sometimes when I babysat, there'd be like 2 or 3, you know, in a night. Come on. Hello?
How's the prettiest girl on Summer Hill Road?
Was it the same guy who called before?
Yeah. I mean, I must have gotten like 20 phone calls that month. I mean, well, maybe it wasn't 20, you know, exactly, but a lot, you know. And Katie, Mrs. Eastburn, she got even more, you know. She just said hang up.
Do you know the voice?
No. I don't think you recognize me either.
How come?
Well, he asked me if I had big boobs.
Okay, so as I'm coming up the street, the dude came down the Eastburn Drive toward me. He passed me probably right about here, and then he walked on down the road.
That streetlight was behind him, right? So his face wasn't well lit?
I could still see the man, you know what I'm saying?
Then what?
Okay, well then I walked up to the streetlight. I turned around and I looked. He kept on going, and he walked down there toward the Chevette.
Where was his car parked?
Down there, near the corner.
At the end of the street. That's over 75 yards away. You waited that long to watch him walk to his car?
That's what happened, man. Last thing I want to do is get anybody in trouble, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like when they did the photo lineup thing, man, I prayed to God, God Almighty, I was making the right choice.
Did you take long to decide?
Yeah, 30 minutes, maybe more. My mom and daddy hammered at me to tell the truth. Tell the truth. Then my friends, they've been all over me like white on rice is coming forward. I mean, like, sometimes I'm not really certain it's the right guy.
Jerry, you're not gonna believe this.
I witnessed it, and I don't believe it.
What's that?
This is a tape of Owen Breck.
So?
Owen Breck told us on tape he is uncertain about his identification of Tim Hennis.
He said that? On tape?
Well, first he told us, then we recorded it.
But is a tape recording admissible?
This is. We had the tape transcribed and Owen Breck signed it. It was witnessed and notarized. Breck has retracted his statement.
They've got no physical evidence. Their key witness retracted? Yes!
That's great. Hey, how did you do it?
Breck just talked.
The state'll claim he was pressured.
Well, he wasn't. He said it, period.
Okay. Let's keep Breck's retraction to ourselves.
I agree. Jerry, there's more. While we're at the crime scene, a neighbor named Doug Palmer says he didn't see a white Chevette. He did see a van that night.
A van? What does that mean?
Well, it's the second time it came up. When I talked to Stacy, she said that a blue van followed her home Monday night after the murders.
Did she see who was driving?
She said the guy looked kind of freaky. It was not Tim Hennis.
Sure. Tim has no connection with a van.
Looks like there was someone else there that night. And there's a van moving around? Gentlemen, this state's case is falling apart.
In view of the fact that no physical evidence so far links the accused to the crime scene, I have no choice but to grant bail set at $100,000.
Oh, really serious.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant.
Where's Christina?
Well, I put her down for a nap, but we thought she'd be up before you got here.
Oh, yeah, she probably won't even remember me.
Christina's got a Christmas present for Daddy. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
She can walk?
Good God. Harlan, I didn't sleep for a month.
What do you want me to do?
Talk to every witness. Plug every hole in our case and punch holes in theirs.
Now, Mr. Taylor, we know that you used your bank card just before 9 a.m. on the Saturday after the Eastburn murders. Are you sure that you didn't see anybody?
Like I told them, it was a long time ago. I can't swear I saw anyone.
Thank you very much.
Mrs. Taylor, you told the police a while back that you didn't remember seeing anyone else at the instant teller that Saturday morning?
That's right.
Look, Mr. Carlin, how many times do I have to tell everybody?
But Mrs. Eastburn's card was used while you were there. Are you sure you didn't see anyone?
So, Mrs. Gillis, you were driving your husband back to his post at 3 a.m. the night of the murders.
That's right. You see, we have to drive right down Summer Hill Road, and I clearly remember not seeing a white car parked where they said it was.
And you told the police you saw a man walking at night near the Eastburn house?
Yes, sir. A week or two before the murders. It was before 4 in the morning.
How'd you happen to see this man?
Well, I was awake and out of cigarettes, so I made my husband walk with me to the store. I saw a tall man walking near the Eastburns. Couldn't see his face, but he stood about 6 feet. Wore a black jacket and a black hat, and had bags slung over his shoulder. And I saw this man again in the middle of the night, dressed the same way.
When was that?
Several months after they arrested Sergeant Hennis.
DB, somebody else was walking that neighborhood at night, and we've got to find them.
Yeah, but with everybody we gotta talk to, when are we gonna find the time? 2:45. I am not believing this.
Jenny Gillis said she saw the walker between 3 and 4 a.m.
How many nights do you think we can do this and still work all day?
Till we find him. We're gonna cruise all along his possible routes, find the walker, and win the case.
Right.
We're talking about exactly 10:52 that Friday, the night you were with Sergeant Hennis on CQ duty. That's the first time Katie Eastburn's instant teller card was used.
I called Sergeant Hennis at the CQ after 10:30. Checked me out of the day room.
Yeah, but precisely what time?
Well, at least 10:45.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. All right, guys, back in. Give me the ball. Woo!
What time?
About 10:45. That's when I phoned him. Came over to sign me out about 11:15.
Now, how do you know that? You don't wear a watch.
No, but you see, I left Sergeant Hennis in the day room, then went to the barracks. I went to bed at 12:05. That's what time the clock radio said. So I back-timed from then.
Back-time? From midnight?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So I finally get this gorgeous woman to talk right into the wire I'm wearing. Cops don't show up to make the bust.
Didn't we cover this street last night?
No, I don't think so. I think it was the night before. Anyway, the cops don't show up, right? And I'm thinking, my wife's never gonna believe this, that I was supposed to stake out this gorgeous woman? No, sir.
DB, aren't the newspapers delivered about this time? Mrs. Griffin, you were delivering newspapers in the Eastburn neighborhood early that morning, right?
Yes. Why?
Well, the Hennis defense is doing its own investigation of the
Look, I really don't want to get involved in all this.
Please?
I saw a van parked near the house about 1:45 in the morning. It's kind of dark on that part of the street. I almost ran into the van, that's it.
Did you see anyone? Anything?
I've told you.
Would you be willing to testify in court?
No way. I told them, I'm telling you. I won't testify in open court. Goodbye.
But why not? Jerry, we can't do that. It's terrible strategy.
Breck's retraction is perfect. We can move for a dismissal hearing now, get Breck suppressed. There won't even be a trial.
No, we should go to trial. Let them put Breck on the stand, then present his retraction. It'll blow them apart. No Breck, no case. If we use it now and the judge doesn't grant the dismissal, they'll know about the retraction. They'll have months to prepare Breck for trial.
Billy, what if we're post-convicted? Suppose we go to trial and the review board sees that we had Breck's retraction and didn't present it
Forget
before the
the
trial.
review.
We could lose our license.
Let's win the case.
Hold it! Are you saying if we take Breck's retraction to court now, I might not have to stand trial?
It's possible.
But not certain.
Oh.
And if Jerry's wrong,
It's up to you, Tim.
Go for it. Huh?
hey, Owen. Hey. You're still with us, right?
Yeah. What was that all about? Oh, nothing, Mama. You better be telling the truth. Oh, come on.
And I present as evidence this sworn and signed affidavit by Owen Breck, saying that he is not certain that the man he saw that evening is Timothy Hennis.
Your Honor, I request a recess so that the state may study this document and respond.
Very well. Court recessed until 2 o'clock.
Talk to Breck. Get him some lunch.
Hey, Owen. How about some lunch?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In here. Now, I'm gonna go pick up some sandwiches. You just stay away from the flack and the hassle.
Mama, seems like everything I say turns out backwards. If I did sign that paper, it's because I thought it was a subpoena. I'm telling you the honest truth, Mama.
I didn't mean to confuse nobody. Everybody was talking all the time, but I know what I saw that night. The man I saw was the man I identified, Tim Hennis. And that is the truth. Your loving son, Owen. Do you see that man in this court?
Tim Hennis.
And therefore, the trial will proceed as scheduled in 3 months.
Sex or rape is no motive for wiping out a family. It has to be another motive. All right, these lab reports they show the blood sperm tests are inconclusive in IDing the perpetrator and that Tim Hennis has a rare blood subgroup.
Whoa. Wouldn't that make it easier to rule Tim out?
Normally, yes, but the length of time Katie was dead makes it difficult to rule either way because of the PGM masking of the rapist's blood type. Doesn't rule him out. Okay, but next, there was more than one assailant.
How can you tell that?
Multiple knives were used. And all the evidence suggests it happened like this. That night after putting the children to bed, Katie sat on the living room floor sorting laundry. Sometime after 9 o'clock, the assailants arrived. She knew at least one of them was where she would have been. Katie went back to sorting laundry. At some point, she was grabbed. There was a struggle. The laundry basket was knocked over. Her hands were tied behind her back. The rape began. The assailant controlled her by a knife against the side of her throat. Her panties and bra were neatly cut away from her. While this is happening, the other assailant went down the hall to deal with the children. Kara died in her bed. Eventually, Katie broke loose and ran down the hall to her children. She was stabbed during the pursuit. Katie ran across the bed, leaving a bloody footprint from her sock. She's now trapped against the wall. She was killed. 3-year-old Erin was sleeping on her mother's bed. She was pulled to the floor. She was killed. Rapists usually work alone, but there were at least 2 perpetrators here, and nobody is going to murder children for $300 from an instant teller.
What about the fatal vision angle, the McDonald copycat possibility, and the babysitter, Stacy? Aren't we going to bring her in as a witness?
No. Stacy is too unreliable to put on the stand. She's all over the place. I think the other side even agrees with us on Stacy.
It doesn't matter. And the McDonald copycat angle is dead for us.
Why?
we can't prove the connection and can't enter it as evidence.
But Richard's theory of two perpetrators can definitely help us. Plus, he could take the stand to discredit the state's physical evidence. Now, what do you got on that?
Well, State has a piece of corduroy recovered from the ashes of Mr. Hennis's burning trash barrel. They say it matches the fiber ribs on the bloody print on Katie's bed, but I think that the print came from Katie's own sock when she ran across the bed to escape a killer. The ribs are similar. That's about all they got.
And if we could just find the walker, that would discredit Breck, their key witness.
Give up on the walker.
Why?
We're out of time.
Tim, Katie's bank card was first used at 10:52 on Friday night.
Right, at the branch bank clear over by the Methodist College. Now, how long does it take to drive there from Fort Bragg?
Not positive. Roads are complicated there.
I made it in 25 minutes. Round trip, about 45, 50 minutes.
Tim, your witness, Specialist Reno, he alibis you when the car was used, but he's too vague on the time. Isn't there any way to prove you were on duty between 10:30 and 11:30 that night?
Not really. It's pretty busy over there that time of night. Crime prevention checklist. I had to sign it when I closed the orderly rooms. Got the exact time.
Now you're remembering it?
It doesn't matter. DB, get over to Fort Bragg. Find that document.
Yes, sir.
Listen, the Army's put me back to work, and I'm stuck at a desk. Anything I can do till the trial? Anything help?
Yeah. Stay out of trouble.
The prosecution and the defense are in their final hours of preparation for the Hennis trial. The Eastburn murders were discovered on Mother's Day just over 1 year ago.
I'll check on her.
Army Sergeant Tim Hennis, who picked up the Eastburn dog just days before the murders occurred, was arrested and charged with the crimes. Hennis has pled not guilty to charges of rape and 3 counts of homicide in the murders of Catherine Eastburn and 2 of her 3
Boy,
children.
she's a good baby.
The trial, scheduled to start next week, could result.
Mom always said it took me hours to go to sleep. Nothing on the box?
Just stuff by the trial date. Is she gonna be at the trial?
Who?
Ellen Browning.
I guess so. She's a witness for the state.
Uh-huh. And what's she gonna say?
That nothing happened. Nothing did happen, Angie. I shouldn't have been there.
No, you shouldn't have.
I said that, didn't I?
Look, I go home from Mother's Day, and that night you drive back and see her. Tell me, did you get a speeding ticket trying to get there?
Angie, please. Look, I said I'm sorry. All right? And I said nothing happened. Nothing happened. What else do you want me to say?
No, you don't get mad at me, okay?
Well, nothing happened.
Don't keep saying that. You want to medal for being a hero because she probably turned you down?
It was stupid, okay?
Yes, it was stupid, and no, it is not okay. Why did you go there? Just answer that.
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to talk to somebody.
We talked all the way to Selma. What did you have left to say to her?
I don't mean like that.
What? What? I would really like to know. I would like to know what you had to say to her that you can't say to me. I'm your wife.
Nothing. Nothing to say. Like I said, I'm sorry. I said I shouldn't have been there. I said nothing happened. What do you want me to say?
Just don't say nothing happened as if that makes everything all right. You understand? Never say that to me again.
Can I say I'm sorry? Hey, you don't know how hard it is for me to admit how much I regret everything, especially hurting you.
It is not here.
It's got
Gotta be. The Army don't throw no paper away. There's a crime prevention checklist for every day of the year, for every company in Hennis's battalion. Except Hennis's company that night.
Where is it?
Oh. You know, it's just a thought. But what if the checklist doesn't support Tim's alibi? He might have destroyed it.
Well, then why'd he tell us about it?
Because he's afraid somebody else might. This way, at least it looks like he's trying to help. But the checklist can't hurt him because it can't be found. Sleep well.
Gentlemen, we've decided not to put Tim on the witness stand.
What? What?
What? Tim's got to testify. Why?
Because Tim is very angry, and Smithline will exploit that. He wants the jury to see Tim in a rage. He will try hard to make Tim angry, and then he will eat him alive.
Think so, Jerry?
Easy. Your attitude sucks buttermilk.
What's wrong with my attitude?
Tim, you have all the charm of a stormtrooper. You stink with rage.
Hey, I'm accused of a rape and a triple murder, Jerry. Why don't you try living with that, huh? What's wrong with it? Good healthy amount of rage.
Okay. Come on, okay.
Because rage is what drives this atrocity. And he'll use it to demonstrate how easily you lose control. Like now. I'm sorry, Tim, I had to show you. And Smithline's a lot better at this than I am.
And when you entered the Eastburn house, Deputy Archer, what did you find?
3 dead bodies. They'd obviously been slashed.
This is what Deputy Archer saw. First of all, I direct your attention to the diagram there depicted on the screen.
You're
which
in the
will
light.
marked
Just
States
look down at the
Exhibit number
table.
82. This is a diagram depicting some of the wounds of Aaron Eastburn. I mentioned a cut wound or incised wound of the neck. This is a diagram of that part of that wound. It starts a little bit to the left side of the neck and goes around, actually all the way around. But you can see it goes around to the right side of it, going around the bend of the neck here. It is irregular in some areas. There's also a stab wound here, which is depicted as stab wound number 5. This wound is just a very superficial stab. It's an inch in the body, about 4 inches, just depicting soft tissue. I'll show you what's been marked for identification, or will be marked for identification. States Exhibit number 83. This is what is called an identification photograph of Tara Eastburn. I'll show you what's been marked for identification as States Exhibit number 84. A photograph of the body of Tara Eastburn is primarily shown.
How long did that horror show last?
51 minutes.
Call Miss Lorraine Taylor.
What are they calling her for? She told us she couldn't identify anyone at the bank. I know.
And you saw this man at the bank on Saturday morning after the Eastburn murders.
Yes, I stopped at the instant teller on my way to my exercise class, and there was a man in front of me, so I waited in my car.
What did he look like?
He was tall, blonde, well-built, dressed in army pants and t-shirt. He got into a light, small car, and he drove away.
And is the man you saw at the instant teller window that Saturday morning in this courtroom?
Yes, that's him. That looks like the person I saw at the bank.
And you suddenly remember this incident 1 year after the murders.
Yes.
And nothing jogged your memory.
Well, I don't know what caused it, but I remember it.
After you saw the man walking out of the Eastburn driveway, what happened?
He said something to me about getting an early start, and then he got in his white Chevette and drove off.
How did you know it was a Chevette?
I know cars now.
Is there any doubt in your mind that the defendant is the man you saw walking in front of the Eastburn house?
No, sir.
Mr. Breck, do you recall making a tape-recorded statement to Mr. Richardson saying you were not certain of your identity of Tim Hennis?
Yes.
And Mr. Richardson told you he wanted the truth, no matter who you saw. And that it wouldn't do any good if you later came into court and say you were tricked or you were pushed into making this statement.
Yes, I do.
Right. And then you told him you were not certain it was Tim Hennis you saw.
Yes, but, well, you know, with the confusion and all, and then Mr. Richardson and his friend questioned me, I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know? I mean, look, now I know what I saw. Okay, I was the only one there at 3:30 that morning. And I saw the car. And I saw Mr. Hennis.
The prosecution has offered a deal. You plead guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder, and you serve 2 consecutive life sentences. You probably live long enough to get out of prison.
Whose murder they dropping? You just sweeping a body under the carpet and forgetting it?
That's the deal.
No. I'm not pleading guilty to something I didn't do.
Tim, it could...
I said I'm not pleading guilty to something I didn't do.
Okay.
And that night, what did Tim say about how his marriage was going?
I just tapped his wedding ring and asked how things were. And he said that she had gone again. And I said, "Are things that bad?" And he said, "Yes."
And nothing else took place between you?
No, he left right after Family Ties was over, at 9 o'clock. Or, you know, 5 till 9.
And what were your conclusions when you tested the piece of corduroy?
I compared the corduroy in the barrel and Katie Eastburn's sock against the ribbed impression of the bloody print. Now, the corduroy has wide ribs and narrow gaps, and the sock has narrow ribs and wide gaps, much like the bloody print. Therefore, I concluded the sock made the print, not the corduroy.
Now, you've testified that the sock has 13 ribs per inch, and that each rib is 1 millimeter wide, with gaps in between of 2 millimeters, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Head? You see, I did some figuring after you testified. Thank you. At 13 1 millimeter ribs per inch, how many 2 millimeter gaps would be in between?
About 10. You'd have to count them.
Wouldn't it in fact be 12?
Approximately.
But 12 gaps of 2 millimeters each and 13 millimeters for the ribs, your inch has 37 millimeters. However, there are 24.4 millimeters to the inch.
All I'm saying is my measurements were averages taken from stretching the sock several ways. So The sock made the impressions the corduroy could not have.
What time did Sergeant Hennis relieve you of day room duty that night?
I called him at the CQ at 10:45, and he came over to sign me out about 11:15.
And that's when you say you last saw him that night, 11:15.
Yes, sir.
Specialist Reno, you don't wear a watch.
No, sir, I don't.
So you're not sure about any of the times you're testifying to, are you?
Well, no, sir, not exact times, no.
I wonder if you would be kind enough to tell the court what this is?
It's a crime prevention checklist, sir.
Signed at what time by Sergeant Hennis?
11:30.
May we have a conference, Your Honor? We looked for that checklist. It proves Hennis was on duty until 11:30 Friday night. You had it. You withheld it until it was too late to help us. It is exculpatory evidence.
Which must be handed over before the end of the trial. I've merely saved it till now. That's no violation.
It kept my key witness from verifying his statement. While you beat up on him, casting doubt with the jury.
Technically, the prosecutor is right. Gentlemen, let's wrap this up.
The state is asking you to kill Tim Hennis. Based on the words of a witness, Owen Breck, who tells one story, then changes it again. And Lorraine Taylor, a woman who couldn't identify Tim Hennis, then 1 year later swears it's him.
How could Tim Hennis leave CQ duty and use the bank card when the crime prevention checklist says he was on duty then? How could Tim Hennis do these murders and then clean up the house for 4 hours and not leave a single trace of himself there? Not one single piece of evidence at the scene links Tim Hennis. Tim Hennis certainly has not been proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
And finally, one man was recognized by Lorraine Taylor and Owen Breck. There's your baby killer. Katie, Karen, and Aaron, and afterwards, there is Karen afterwards. And Katie afterwards. And little Aaron, the child. Are you going to turn this man loose on the streets? I certainly hope you're not.
The jury will retire to reach a verdict.
Ah, boy. I slaved over these eggs. Got them just the way you like them.
We've lost, haven't we?
In the words of that wise philosopher, Yogi Berra, it ain't over till it's over.
The jury's back.
Oh.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Timothy Bailey Hennis, guilty of all charges. No recommendation of mercy.
This court is adjourned.
Hey, Billy! Billy! Give this to Angela. Tell her I love her.
Tim, I'm gonna get this back to you. I promise.
Just want to say, Tim.
Stay back here.
Tim, don't worry. Don't worry.
And it is therefore ordered and adjudged that Timothy Bailey Hennis is hereby sentenced to death. And the warden of the state penitentiary shall cause said prisoner to be put to death as by law provided. May God have mercy on your soul.
Postcard for you, Hennis.
Dear Mr. Hennis, I did the crime. I murdered the Eastburns. Sorry you're doing the time. Thanks, Mr. Hennis. Living in hell, and this psycho writes me to brag about killing them. Do you know what it's like having this psycho grind me?
Confession freaks, they do this all the time, Tim. It's how they get their kicks. I'll look into it. Just don't get your hopes up.
Well, let me tell you something. Hope is all I got.
Come on, Tim. You've got a family. You've got us working our hearts out on your appeal.
Yeah.
Billy, don't count on a postcard from the Psycho of the Week.
How do you know there's not something to it, Jerry? Give it to the police.
For what? Fingerprints? Let's see, there's the prints of the store clerk who sold it, maybe the nut who wrote it, maybe not. The folks at the prison, some more people at the post office. Tim Hennis,
Okay,
you,
Jerry.
me. Billy, do you know how many homicides the cops have on their desk since they think they solved this one? You want to hand them a postcard from this Mr. X?
Okay, Jerry, okay. All I know is that our client is sitting on death row because somehow we dropped the ball. So I'm gonna grab at nutty postcards or ex-girlfriends or find some private who hated Sergeant Hennis. Anything to get Tim a new trial.
Well, that sounds good. That's great. That's great. Here's the bad news. Never in the history of this state has anyone come off death row and won the second trial. And you know that.
So what are you saying?
How much false hope can we give Tim Hennis? How many more times can Bob and Mary Lou mortgage their home? How much more can we ask of them? How much more can we ask of our own families?
As much as it takes, Jerry. When he's your client for life. Whether you like it or not, Tim is our client. And if he dies, we live with it. I'm not ready to deal with that. He didn't do it, Jerry. The guy who did is still out there, free to do it again. We've got to get Tim a new trial. We've got to set him free.
Mr. Hennis, it's not like I couldn't use the work, but you don't even have an appeal yet. You could be wasting your money.
Not if you find the killer. Look, first find the walker. The guy Breck saw, the guy other people have seen walking in that area.
We've tried night after night after night. I mean, maybe he left town, maybe got hit by a truck.
Look, DB, listen. The guy who did this is still out there. People forget that. He's still there. The killer is still out there.
Warm Carolina night. Families together to celebrate.
I talked to my mom since the move. They like Jacksonville a lot.
That's good.
Tim, I've decided to move down there and be with them. Baby, I just can't stand Fayetteville without you. It's just too tough. You know? At least there I've got my family. And I've got a job there at Burnett's in the jewelry department.
Sounds like you got it all worked out.
Well, Tim, I had to do something.
It's just life is slipping away while I'm in here. Everybody's moving. Christina's growing up. You and me, come on, I might as well be on another planet. You do what you gotta do. I'm no good for you.
Fellas, when I give you the nod, punch on your speakerphone, line 2. What is it? This is a lead on the walker. Yes, I'm sorry for the interruption, Miss Davis. Yes, you were saying?
Like I said, I can't believe that Tim Hennis was found guilty with this guy Cataldo roaming at night all over the neighborhood.
Cataldo?
C-A-T-A-L-D-O. Cataldo. He could pass as Hennis's brother.
Ma'am, where might I contact you?
I said enough. Just check it out.
You say this woman called out of the blue?
Like manna from heaven. DB, wherever he is, find him. I'm gone.
Your mother's keeping Christina. They'll bring her when they come to visit this afternoon.
You're late. Did you have some trouble?
Well, let's see. I got off work late. The traffic was like a parking lot all the way here. And then on the road outside Goldsboro, that old car started acting up and we just chugged all the way here.
I don't like you on the road in that pile of junk.
It's no big deal. Just kind of an adventure, seeing if we'll make it.
Angela, I gotta talk to you about something. I've been doing a lot of thinking. Because there's nothing else to do but thinking here.
What is it?
You mustn't waste your life waiting for me to get out of here.
What?
Angela, listen. First, we don't know if we're ever going to get another trial. And even if we do, all we keep hearing is how nobody's ever come off the row and won the second trial.
Timmy.
Angela, we're talking about years. And at the end of all those years, even if I live, I may never get out of here. That's why I want you to divorce me.
Tim.
I've written up a kind of agreement, and I want you to take a look at it.
Without even talking to me?
It says after you divorce me, should I ever get out of here, that I won't try to get custody of Christina, or I won't interfere in your lives in any way. That's it.
Excuse me, sir. You have a wastebasket?
Listen, Angela.
Thank you very much. No, you listen. I did not limp here all the way from Jacksonville with a bad head gasket just to get junk mail from you, or to watch you feel sorry for yourself. Okay, the answer is no. And you know what, darling? You're lucky this glass separates us and I can't get my hands on you, or I'd show you how I really feel.
He gave you his letter?
But I didn't mean it. It's just that he's in a lot of pain. It's so unfair, you know. He doesn't belong in there.
What did you do?
Got mad and tore it up.
Good. Safe to come in?
Nope.
Anything I can do to help?
Pray.
I've been doing that.
And don't stop.
Are you ready, Jerry?
What? Don't I look ready?
You look terrible. I mean, really builds confidence. I'm glad Bob can't see you.
I'll be ready.
So what's the problem, Jerry? You know the brief backwards.
Well, the problem is, Billy, the judge has made so many errors, I could forget a key one. Or I could flood them with so many that it'll dilute our argument into mush. So
I told you I was happy to make the appeal, Jerry. I don't see why you didn't let me in the first place.
Because you never appeared before the Supreme Court.
Well, I've got to start sometime.
Come on, Billy. Can't I express my doubts to you without you wanting to take over the case? I mean, who the hell else can I talk to?
Jerry, I didn't mean it that way, and you know it.
Well, that's the way it... Oh, forget it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just wound up tight.
Tim, I've come for the choice of death document. Warden needs to file it by midnight. I, Timothy B. Hennis, etc., do declare lethal injection. Good choice.
How you know? You ever tried it?
An extensive use of the blow-up pictures during the trial was unfair, especially projecting them near the defendant's head, where he was seen by the jury in the reflected light of the victims' bloody bodies.
But the position of the defendant during projection is actually not evidence.
I refer to a previous opinion of this very court. Quote, evidence in a case is not only what is said from the witness stand, but what is seen in the courtroom. As you may recall, Justice Parad, that was from one of your own written opinions.
In Raleigh today, the North Carolina Supreme Court announced that they have granted a new trial in the Eastburn murders.
Hennis, get in here.
2.5 years after Hennis was convicted of rape and 3 counts of homicide and spent 845 days on death row. No date for the new trial was announced. But again, a new trial has been ordered by the state Supreme Court. If Hennis is acquitted in his second trial, it will be the first time in the state's history
Hi, I'm D.B. Guinness. I'm a private investigator. You're the night manager?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I'm looking for a guy who walks the area around here at night. Maybe stopped in for cigarettes, soda. He wears a black members-only jacket.
Big guy? Sort of a Rambo type?
Yeah.
A lot of muscle. Always wears something over his shoulder?
That's him. His name Cataldo.
Yeah, Mac Cataldo. Used to work here.
Let's see what we got so far. Breck is still their most damaging witness, but he told several versions. Now, we must discredit Breck's testimony with much more punch than we did before. Well, that night, Breck obviously did not see whom he thought he saw. And if it wasn't Hennis, who was it?
A night walker, Cataldo.
who is our best shot to discredit Breck. Jenny Gellis first saw him, as Breck describes him, 2 weeks before the night of the murders. We know it wasn't Tim Hennis. Bob, you ready for some really good news?
Oh, yeah.
DB, tell me about last night.
I talked to Cataldo.
Holy smoke. You got him?
Yes, sir.
You got him.
Cataldo is 19. He looks older. He's a Rambo type, a loner. He's into guns, knives. Soldier of fortune freak. Now, he worked as a night stock boy at the Pines Market, and he is very wired. He walks miles after work because he can't sleep. Now, that night, he was working the late shift at the market. He is not the killer.
He was walking the neighborhood later that same night. He has to be the guy that Breck saw.
That's incredible. So let's tell him this blows their case wide open.
No. Over my dead body.
Why not?
Remember Owen Breck? We revealed him too soon and lost. Let's don't make the same mistake twice. Let's save him for trial.
Billy's right. We spring Cataldo at the trial. This time, we'll have his prize.
Miss Griffin, I do appreciate you talking to me.
We've been through this. I don't know what else
Well,
I can tell you.
You said that you saw a light-colored van parked in front of the Eastburn.
Right. You know, I don't...
Did you see anyone?
I told you what I saw.
I know. But you also refused to testify in court.
That's right. I will not testify in open court.
Please. Can I just ask why? We could subpoena you.
What good would that do? I'd just sit there.
Well, the judge may be able to force you to testify.
I've got to go pick up the kids at school and then cook dinner.
No.
And I must tell you, my husband is getting tired of you people coming around asking questions. Please, leave me alone. Please, you've got to stop calling. Please. Please. Stop.
Bonnie Griffin said she almost ran into a van in front of the Eastburn home at 1:45 a.m. Now, if that's all she saw, why did she flatly refuse to testify in open court? It makes no sense.
Maybe she saw something more.
Next. The crime lab lifted finger and palm prints from the scene. None of them are Tim Hennis's. They found a size 9 footprint. Hennis wears a size 13.
And finally, Katie's phone calls. I mean, I find it odd that they started as soon as Captain Eastburn left town.
Look at that. Nothing on that board relates to Tim Hennis. How in Hades did he ever get convicted?
Police seem blind to anything that didn't nail Hennis. Prosecutor withheld evidence to protect his case.
And we got out-lawyered by Smithline.
This time we don't have to worry about Smithline.
Why not?
He went into private practice after getting a conviction on the case of his career. Weird.
Yeah. So the DA assigned Mencken and Connor. They're tough. Around the courthouse, they're known as the Surgeon and the Bulldog.
So, when you consider everything, I see no reason to change the strategy that convicted Hennis in the first place.
No, except for the old rule. On the second trial, the defense is usually stronger and the prosecution's case is weaker.
Well, what's the change? Stephen here built a rock-solid case. Well, no matter what new tricks or so-called evidence they come up with, is there anything to refute what actually convicted Hennis? None of that has changed.
No matter how many times I go over it, their case hinges on Owen Breck.
Breck's a cipher to me. What did he really see that night?
And after Breck admitted he was uncertain of his idea of Hennis, why did he change his story? He's not just lying for the hell of it.
Either he's mixed up Hennis with Cataldo, or he just loves the attention.
No, his anguish about IDing the wrong man was too real. Messages?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Sure.
However, DB, I've been checking into Owen Breck, and he has been a very, very busy guy. First, a felony credit card attempt, and a warrant for Owen Breck's arrest, a drunken disorderly charge. Notice anything peculiar? DB, with all these charges, he was never indicted.
Something stinks.
Yeah, DB, dig on it.
Okay,
Hey, and find me something.
I'll get it. See you, Tom.
Bye-bye.
Same song, third verse.
It's a big step closer.
It doesn't feel any closer.
It's only been 27 months, 3 days, and 6 hours. But who's counting?
Me, I'm counting.
Come on, show some guts, Sarge. Tim, you gotta promise me something. This time you must get on the witness stand. No matter what anybody else says to you, you gotta let that jury see that you couldn't have done it.
Angela, there's no power on earth that's gonna keep me from testifying, even if I blow it.
What is wrong with that? You're still too angry, Tim. Now listen, you insisted on testifying. We agreed that you'd have to be coached.
Why can't I just tell the truth? I gotta worry about how I say something.
Because how you say it may determine whether the jury believes you. Now, tell us about the night of the murders.
Well, what do you want to know, Jer?
That is not an answer, that's a question. Now, Tim, you can't win this case by yourself, but you can damn sure lose it.
Come on, Tim. Please.
Come on, what? Okay, look, I came back from Selma.
Don't use your hands. Don't use your hands. They're big, they're threatening. Hey, you're accused of brutalizing a helpless woman and her 2 small children. Don't give the jury a reminder of the difference between your size and theirs. All right? Okay, let's start again. This time, no hands.
I came back from Selma.
There must be more on Owen Breck. Maybe over at Central Records.
Thanks, Tommy.
Did you know about the missing wallet?
What wallet?
I worked on that one. I think it was last March. Somebody found a wallet lying in the street in Montclair. In it was a letter about Owen Breck.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
It turns out the letter belonged to a friend of Breck's. The letter was all about how Breck was shaky on his ID of Hennis.
Huh, that's impossible.
The letter was in the wallet, just lying on the street. Is that weird?
Where is this letter?
Who knows? But I took the file on the case over to Records Annex.
Good evening. Good game?
It's all right. Can I help you, boy?
Oh, yeah. I'm Billy Richardson. I'm an attorney. We're involved in a matter concerning a lost wallet found in Montclair in March. The sheriff said that you have the file here.
That was last March?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Here we are. Montclair. There was a wallet.
Do you still have it?
Nope. Disposition. Wallet returned to a Gary Durone. D-U-R-O-N-E.
Mr. Durone, according to the case file, you are friends with Owen Breck, right?
Yeah, we're friends. What you want?
I want to know about the letter. Remember the letter and the wallet you lost?
What about it?
Did it have anything to do with Owen Breck's uncertainty about identifying Tim Hennis?
Maybe.
Mr. Durone, maybe might get an innocent man executed.
I told him. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you got your doubts it was Hennis, you either shut your mouth or you take it to the DA.
Right, man. Go to jail for perjury.
Hey, wait a second, man. Come on now. What you gonna do? You just gonna let that man die like that?
Hey, now it could be Hennis. I'm just not sure. Also, now I'm not the only witness. What about all the other people?
Man, you are not responsible for them. Were you drinking that night?
Mm-hmm. I wasn't drunk.
You said you weren't sure that it was Hennis.
Right. I'm not sure. It doesn't mean that it's not him.
Okay, who wrote the letter?
My girlfriend. You know, we had spoken before she went off to college, and you know, she wrote me and told me that it was my responsibility to get on Owen's case, because if Hennis got executed, it would be partly my fault, and that's because Owen admitted, you know, he wasn't sure it was Hennis he saw that day.
Look, I don't know if I can even use it, but I need that letter.
Now, were you in the Eastburn house?
No.
Before that night? Don't jump in. Of course you were in the Eastburn house. 2 nights before the murders, that's when you picked up the dog. These prosecutors are smart, Tim. Don't let them trick you. Wait until they finish before you answer.
Yeah, I get it.
Answer in complete sentences. I want the jury to hear you talk. See that you're not a monster. Just an ordinary guy with one hell of a streak of circumstantial bad luck. Now, when you picked up the dog, did you go through the house?
No. Just a living room. Yeah, I used the bathroom before I left, that's right.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Good.
I can't believe you're eating again. I haven't enjoyed a meal in 3 weeks.
I eat when I'm nervous.
You know, what are you nervous about?
I lost Cataldo. Just
What?
disappeared.
Oh, come on, how? Oh, I don't believe this. I'm glad I can't eat, so I don't get sick. Now what?
Well, we're not completely dead. I may have a lead up in the Boone area.
DB, with our luck, he could be dead.
Yeah, well then I'll just dig him up, dust him off, and drag him into court.
Well, you better get a shovel, because we got 2 weeks. Cataldo discredits Breck. He's our biggest gun.
Oh, stay on it, Billy, I swear.
Thank you.
Look, I got another angle. I want to talk to Bonnie Griffin again.
What? Come on, she refuses to testify.
Yeah, but does it make any sense that she refuses to testify without just seeing a van? She saw something else, and she is scared. Now, I've been doing this too long not to spot it. And whatever she's afraid of is important to this case.
But she won't talk.
Yeah, but I think she wants to. Lady's got a wide streak of decency. What kind of detective would I be if I can't spot the good guys?
Thanks.
Hey, it's me again. Bonnie, we have a few loose ends that we have to, Mr. Griffin. Could Bonnie and I go for a cup of coffee? Just a few minutes.
Will it finally get rid of you?
I swear to God. I do not see how people can use that plastic sugar. They're gonna execute Tim Hennis.
That could really happen.
Oh, they won before. They'll win again. Unless everybody tells what they know. Tim Hennis is dead. Bonnie, I know you're very scared. But what if it were your husband? And somebody knew something might save his life. But they didn't speak up. They just let him die.
My God. Oh, my God. How much can a person take? I've prayed. I can't live with this anymore.
And that same evidence will prove again, as it clearly did before, that one man, and one man only, is responsible for the deaths of Katie and Kara and Aaron. And that man is Tim Hennis.
The evidence instead will show that Tim Hennis did not rape and kill Katie Eastburn, did not kill Kara, and did not kill Aaron Eastburn. We will further show that Tim Hennis's actions were completely inconsistent with guilt. First, the sheriff is looking for the person who got the Eastburn dog. Tim Hennis comes forward. Next, he signs a waiver of his rights. He doesn't have to. He gives a statement. He doesn't have to. He gives samples of hair, blood, fingerprints. He doesn't have to. And why did he? Because he didn't commit the crime. But the sheriff's department, instead of taking all of this evidence that Tim gives and trying to match it with anything from the crime scene, they jump the gun. They call a press conference, declare the case solved. But the physical evidence says Tim Hennis is innocent. Because there is no match. Physical evidence does not lie. It does not forget. It cannot be pressured into testifying. Tim Hennis is not guilty. He was not guilty before. He is not guilty now. And we will show it.
You call that a kickoff? I can spit further than that. You nailed it.
And what was your last conversation with your wife?
Katie said she'd received a bunch of harassing phone calls since I left for school. The last one said, "I live up the street. I'm coming to see you."
Thank you. Captain Eastburn?
The witness may step down.
Now, the defense has made a big thing about a lot of prints that were found at the scene. None of them Hennis's, suggesting that someone else did the crime. For example, unknown palm print on the front door. Now, Mr. Carling, how did your technicians enter the house?
By the front door.
Then any one of them could have made those prints.
Did you wear surgical gloves at the scene?
Yes, I did.
And did any of the other technicians wear surgical gloves?
They all did.
Then they left no prints.
Bloody footprint, size 9. Now, the defense has tried to suggest, since Hennis is a size 13, that this footprint was some unknown perpetrator. Mr. Carling, what's your shoe size?
Size 9.
Well, could have been your print.
According to your lab report, where was this size 9 footprint found?
It was found at the side door.
Uh-huh. And where did you take the bodies out?
The front door.
So you and your size 9 shoe never went out the side door?
No.
And do your bank records show the time on Saturday morning that Katie's card was first used?
Yes, between 8:55 and 8:56. 3 transactions.
Between 8:55 and 8:56. All within 1 minute.
On Saturday, May 11th, did you see the defendant that morning?
Yes, I did. In his backyard.
What time was that?
At approximately 9:30, burning stuff in a barrel.
And would you tell us again when you saw the trash burning?
Oh, well, I saw smoke pouring from Mr. Hennis's trash barrel at 9 o'clock that Saturday morning.
9 o'clock. And what is the driving time from your home to the bank?
About 20 or 25 minutes, depending on the traffic.
Then Tim Hennis couldn't be at the bank at 8:55 and burning trash at his house by 9 o'clock, 25 minutes away.
Now, Mrs. Taylor, after you observed the man using the instant teller on Saturday morning, did he then drive away?
Oh, no, sir. He got in his car and he didn't leave for a while. I stayed in my car until he started to move, and then I got out and I used instant teller.
How long did you wait in your car?
About a minute or two. It seemed like a long time, possibly 2 minutes.
She's mine. Mrs. Taylor, in the previous trial, you had no memory of this incident until 10 months after the event, when you came forward. But now you remember the actual minutes.
Yes.
So this incident stuck out in your mind.
Oh, yes, it did.
Yes. All right, well, here is a record of all of the bank transactions you made in those 10 months. Could you please tell us which ones you actually remember doing?
Oh, this one. The $7,000 deposit. I remember it because it was such a large amount.
Uh-huh. You don't remember doing any of the other 90 transactions?
No, but I'm not trying to remember it. There's no reason for me to remember it.
Right, you remember only one transaction out of 90, and yet you remember this incident with the man and how long it took 10 months before.
Yes.
Yes. All right, well, let's look at that incident in question. Now, according to the bank records, Mrs. Eastburn's card was used at 8:55 and 19 seconds and ended at 8:56 and 6 seconds. That's a total of 47 seconds at the window. But your transaction didn't occur until 8:59:41. Some 3 minutes and 35 seconds later.
Yes.
Which means this person made 3 transactions in under a minute and then hung around for over 3 minutes waiting to be seen. For over 3 minutes. Three minutes and 35 seconds. Now I guess I get in my car and leave. And Mrs. Taylor, can use the teller machine.
Mrs. Griffin, where were you on Saturday, May 10th, between 1 and 2 a.m.?
Delivering newspapers on Summerhill Road.
Please, tell the court what happened.
At about 1:45 in the morning, as I came to the Eastburn house, I saw a light-colored van parked. I had to slow down to go around it. I continued on my route, and when I came back toward Yadkin Road, I saw this man coming down the drive from the house. He was small, 5'6" or 7, and carried something over his back. He had dirty blonde hair, jeans, and a jacket. I was afraid he saw me.
And did you later see photographs of Tim Hennis as the accused?
On TV news, and I knew they had the wrong man. Hennis was not the man I saw coming out the house.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Why not?
The phone call started. Hello?
I live up the street, and I'm coming to see you. You keep your mouth shut. You keep your mouth shut, you hear me?
I live up the street, and I'm coming to see you. Now, where have we heard that before? Did the phone calls continue?
Yes. The next call, he threatened my children.
Your kids go to Hopewell School. I told you I knew. They play at the Freeland playground. Now, if you want to keep them safe, keep quiet. You got that? Don't tell anyone, not even your husband, or your kids will pay.
How long did this go on?
All through the first trial. He said he was coming over to my house. One time, I'm sure he got in the house, because after he threatened again to come over, I ran to a neighbor's. When we came back, the screen door was open. I know I closed it. On the very next call, he mentioned my waterbed, how we'd try it out. He said, anyway, I nearly went crazy. Then Mr. Hennis was sent to prison, and I was sick with guilt. So sick. My husband thought I was having a nervous breakdown, but I couldn't say nothing.
Did the phone calls continue?
Yes. When word came there was going to be another trial, same voice, same threats, and the same awful. Anyway, this time I realized Mr. Hennis might really die. The man I saw that night was not Tim Hennis.
Mr. Breck, please tell the court what happened that night.
I was walking home late. It was sometime around 3:30. I saw this guy coming from the driveway at the Eastburn house. He said something about getting an early start, something like that.
Is that man in this courtroom?
Yes.
Let the record show that Mr. Breck has identified Tim Hennis. Now, Mr. Breck, you previously signed an affidavit expressing doubt as to whom you saw. Do you, in fact, now have any doubt that it was Tim Hennis?
No, I'm certain it was Tim Hennis.
Mr. Breck, were you drinking that night?
No.
Have you ever been charged with drunk and disorderly conduct?
Nope.
Mr. Breck, can you identify this document?
Well, yes, sir. It's an arrest sheet or something like that.
It's a copy of a citation, isn't it, sir? And whose name is on it?
Mine.
Objection.
Mr. Breck's criminal record is not material to this homicide.
Your Honor, the whole purpose of my questions are to show that the state has a strong case against Breck on several charges, which they're ignoring because they need him to testify against Tim Hennis.
I will allow testimony about his record within strict limitations.
Now, Detective, with all of these charges against Owen Breck, has there been any prosecution of any case against him?
Nope.
Now, Mr. Derone, how did I happen to contact you?
Regarding a letter that was in a wallet I lost.
Objection, hearsay.
Your Honor, it will clearly demonstrate Owen Breck's confusion as to the identity of the man he saw.
He may answer.
This letter from your fiancé, would you please read these lines?
Owen said he was unsure about what he saw because he had been drinking. Did you even talk to Owen? If you don't, and Hennis gets the death penalty, it will be partly your fault.
Thank you, Mr. Derone. No further questions.
You may step down.
Your Honor, our last witness does not appear on the witness list because we made contact over the weekend.
Call your witness.
Call Matt Cataldo.
Matt Cataldo?
We're in trouble. And you walk the Eastburn neighborhood frequently at night?
That's right.
We spent a great deal of effort trying to find you during the first trial, Mr. Cataldo. Where were you when we did locate you?
At college, Appalachian State.
Being so close at hand when the Eastburn murders occurred, weren't you even curious?
Yeah, sure. I even came and watched the first trial once. But after the cops questioned me, they let me go. I didn't really think too much about it after that.
So during the first trial, when Tim Hennis was convicted and sentenced to death, the police had questioned him and let him go and never notified the defense that he existed. And in the first trial, the prosecution knew about Mr. Cataldo. Maybe they let him go because they had a witness on Mr. Hennis.
His alibi checked out.
But they withheld this information from us despite knowing we were looking for him to discredit Owen Breck. Breck identified the wrong man. The existence of Cataldo is evidence that Hennis is not guilty. The prosecution also withheld the crime prevention checklist. I couldn't find it at Fort Bragg because they had it. They didn't present it until it was too late to support Hennis's bank card alibi, which it does.
When you take all of these things together, it clearly shows misconduct. Deliberate, serious misconduct on the part of the state. We've been prejudiced by this. So we're asking the court to hold a hearing immediately at the end of this trial, a hearing to determine what should be done about this prosecutorial misconduct.
Very well. Have your evidence ready.
What did you wear when you walked at night?
I wore a black members only jacket, black beret, and black corduroys.
Did you carry anything?
Yeah, book satchel over my shoulder.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question. If an individual walking down Summerhill Road saw somebody over 6 feet with blonde hair, a mustache, hat, wearing a dark members-only jacket, and carrying a bag over his shoulder, who would that person be describing?
Objection!
Mr. Hennis, the night you picked up the Eastburn dog, what happened?
We just talked about our families and our kids, mostly how she wanted a good home for the dog.
And then what happened?
I put a chain on the dog. Miss Eastburn followed me outside, and I got in the car with Dixie and drove away.
Did you ever see Mrs. Eastburn again?
No, sir, I did not.
Catherine Eastburn. She's an attractive woman. Wasn't she, Mr. Hennis?
Yes, sir. I suppose she was.
Now, that night, you first went to Ellen Browning's house. And then you went to visit the attractive Miss Eastburn.
No, I did not.
Your wife had left you?
No, sir. She'd gone to visit her parents.
Ellen Browning rejected you that night.
No. I went to visit a friend.
And angry at that rejection, you went to Catherine Eastburn. You tried to come on to her.
No, I did not.
And in a rage at that rejection, you killed Katie Eastburn and her children.
Objection.
Sustained.
No, sir. I did not.
But you have absolutely no supported alibi whatsoever on the night of that murder.
As was said in the opening, I repeat at the close. The evidence in this case never, ever shows that Tim Hennis was in the Eastburn house at the time of the murders. Not one piece of physical evidence remotely links Tim Hennis to this case. The state's case is entirely circumstantial, stacking supposition upon supposition to speculate that Tim Hennis is guilty. Their key witness, Owen Breck, has made contradictory statements about identifying Tim Hennis, and for this he has received favored treatment by the Sheriff's Department and the prosecution. Lorraine Taylor's testimony about the instant teller transaction is filled with peculiarities. After 10 months of silence, she suddenly remembers. She has Tim Hennis illegally use Katie's card and then wait around for 3 minutes and 35 seconds to be identified before he leaves. So what do we have? Owen Breck can't get his story straight. Lorraine Taylor's memory comes back 10 months later, after everything was in the papers. Tim Hennis freely gives physical samples that don't match anything at the crime scene. They have Tim Hennis everywhere he can't be, like using the instant teller at the same time he's seen burning trash. And Bonnie Griffin says Tim Hennis is not the man she saw leaving the murder scene. Tim Hennis is not the man she saw.
We've proven Owen Breck is a liar and a thief. We've shown flaws in Lorraine Taylor's testimony, outright lies by the state. Like the state lab said that dry cleaning would remove any blood on Tim Hennis's jacket. Well, we proved them wrong. They simply lied. Now, the state didn't pick Tim Hennis out of the blue and go after him. They saw him as a possible suspect. They convinced themselves he was guilty. Then they began a case against him. They shape and mold it any way they can to make it work. Why? Because they can't afford to back down. The political ramifications of knowing they were wrong are incredible. So they become convinced. Half of the state's case is built upon your trust. Your trust that they would not prosecute a man they did not think was guilty. Well, they did. They did. They prosecuted a man who does not fit the evidence. And Tim Hennis is not guilty.
When your defense is weak, you attack in the courtroom. You attack the police, attack investigators, attack prosecutors, attack witnesses. It's reminiscent of what the defendant did at the Eastburns on May 9th. Attack, slash, rip, and tear apart. The defense has noted that Dorothy Popejoy saw smoke coming from a barrel in Hennis's backyard at 9 a.m. She did not see Hennis. Smoke is certainly no evidence that he was home. During the assault, Hennis removed his jacket. Therefore, no blood. He kept his hat on. Therefore, no hairs. Owen Breck saw Hennis. This composite is worth 1,000 words. This composite is Tim Hennis.
And you will hear no apology for the state's case. No apology for calling Owen Breck and Lorraine Taylor to the stand. Neither of these two people chose to be witnesses. So what could Owen Breck and Lorraine Taylor possibly gain by identifying Tim Hennis if it wasn't him they saw? The defense is a magic show of smoke and mirrors, throwing out rabbits for you to chase. But Tim Hennis decided the course that Katie Eastburn's life would take. Kara's life would take. Aaron's life would take. Don't forget why you are here.
And if the jury has any questions, you can notify the bailiff. The jury will now retire to reach a verdict. Counsel, approach the bench. The defense will have the weekend to prepare for the misconduct hearing. The state is to make any and all documents immediately available. Hearing will begin Monday, 9 a.m.
Your Honor, before we begin, we want it clearly understood that the misconduct occurred prior to Mr. Mencken and Mr. Connor's case, and in no way reflects upon them.
Your Honor, before you convene the court, I just want to say I've reviewed these charges. I can only say that Mr. Cataldo was questioned by us, and his alibi checked out. Therefore, we let him go and had no intention of calling him as a witness.
You knew we were looking for Cataldo, and he resembled Hennis.
Not to me.
What about the second postcard?
We didn't know there was one until you produced yours.
And the crime prevention checklist.
The crime prevention checklist was presented by the state when we deemed appropriate, and will so stipulate.
Judge, we intend to prove...
The jury has reached a verdict.
It's too quick. It's too quick. I know.
Gentlemen, we'll continue this after the verdict.
Your Honor.
Read the verdict.
In the case of North Carolina versus Timothy Bailey Hennis, the jury has unanimously returned as its verdict that the defendant is not guilty.
Mr. Hennis, you are free to go. The jury is dismissed. Counsel. Both sides, please. I assume we can stop the misconduct here.
No, we want to continue. My God, they were going to take his life. We can't just...
Jerry, we've won. It's over.
This court is adjourned.
Gary.
Congratulations, Bob. I've been waiting 3 years to give you this. Put it back on Tim's finger.